Alright, I'm going to the train station now at Union Station, downtown Chicago, and I'm going to go up to the ticket counter and ask them where the next train is going, where the next train that's leaving, and I'm going to get on that train. So this will be interesting. Alright, and I'll let you know where I end up.
So I'm at Union Station now. I went up to try to buy a ticket to anywhere, and the woman told me it doesn't work like that, that I had to choose a place. So she gave me a brochure, and I had to look through places, and so I went back and I said I want to go to New Orleans. And they told me no, the trains are sold out. So I said, well, what's not sold out? And they said, well, you can go to Washington, D.C. So in about 20 minutes I'm going to get on a train going to Washington, D.C. And right now I'm walking around. I'm looking for a bar of soap because I forgot to pack one. So we'll see if I can find that. And I also booked a ticket from Washington, D.C. to New Orleans for Wednesday, but I might change that. All right, that's all for now. So we're here in the capital, Washington, D.C., in front of the Library of Congress. I brought a bag full of books with me on the train because I didn't know which I wanted to read, so I just grabbed a whole bunch of them. Now I know which ones I want to read. There's like one or two books the other books I want to get rid of, but I can't just leave the package laying around, you know, all these other books, because people will think it's a bomb. So I figured I'd go to the Library of Congress and donate the books. The problem is the Library of Congress is closed right now because there's a bomb threat apparently. There's a suspicious package or something in the street. So I'm not really sure what to do with all these books. I'm going to try to find a deposit box where you can put the books in like after hours. So I'm going to be looking around for that. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to drop the books somewhere. Okay. Well, I came all the way to Washington, D.C. for a tour of the White House, and President Obama decided that he's not letting people in his house anymore because he's angry at the Republicans or something like that. So, well, I guess I'll go to the Lincoln Monument. He never complained, oh no, you're not allowed in my monument, I'm Abraham Lincoln. He doesn't care. So here I am at Capitol Hill. I'm on my way now to go see my representative to tell him or her I'm not sure who my representative is. Anyway, but I got the office number, and I have to go there and get a pass to go see the other senators and congressmen and all the people who make the decisions, I guess. So, and then I'll tell them what decisions they should make. So, this is Ben Goes to Washington, and I try to lobby everything. Okay. Well, my representative was not in the office. Brad Schneider was not there. But anyway, I told his secretary to pass along the message. I don't particularly care for the Palestinians. And now I'm off to see the Senate and the Congress do their things. So I was walking past a protest outside of the Capitol building, and someone was speaking, and then I was walking down the stairs, and out of nowhere one of the protesters blows the shofar really loud. And so it startled me, and I fell down the stairs. And anyway, nothing broken, but I scraped myself up pretty good. And now I'm on to have the next adventure. Anyway, that's all that was exciting that happened. I went and saw the Senate, but there was pretty dull. One of the senators from Montana proposed a bill which went unopposed to recognize some basketball coach or something in his state that won some Northwestern championship. I don't know. So I went into the House of Representatives where they were debating the budget, and I recognized a lot of faces, but I couldn't put them with names of the different congressmen there, except of course Paul Ryan. I recognized Paul Ryan, and let me tell you, we're pretty lucky this guy's not the vice president. He had his feet up on the chair in front of him. Yeah, and that's not. And also, the way the chairs are is there's an aisle, and then it goes up. So off at the side, it's like bleachers, and you can just you can like jump off. It's like, you know, a story high. So it was maybe, he was maybe like 5 feet off the ground, and he jumped and grabbed on with both arms to the chairs and swung like an acrobat, and leaped up in the air and then landed and then went into the Republican side, their little antechamber, in which there was, clearly you could see the fireplace there. The Democrats had no fireplace. And then when he came back, he ran and he leaped up again and just jumped there, and he was, well, it was very unpresidential, so it's good that he's still a representative, I guess. So I'm on a train from Washington, D.C., leaving Washington, D.C. I'm going to New Orleans now, and I liked Washington, D.C. The good thing about Washington, D.C. is, you know, most places you travel to, you think, oh, well, I want to see how, I don't want to see the tourist sites, I want to see how the normal people live. And then you go see they're all taking care of their families, working, you know, doing things that people are, and then you feel guilty for not, you know, you feel guilty for being on vacation, so that's no good. So it's better to stick with the touristy things. I just stuck around the mall, I saw the, all of that stuff, so it was great. And I mean, most of what was going, it also was, it was mostly just high schoolers there who were on their class field trips, and so basically it's just the entire mall was filled with, they would all line up on the steps, and someone would take their picture of them standing there, and then they would say, okay, now we're doing the Harlem Shake version, and then they would film that, you know, them going crazy and stuff for their Harlem Shake video. So I'm sure if you look on YouTube for Harlem Shake, Washington, D.C., there's probably about a million of those things. So now on to New Orleans. So this is really, this bathroom, you try to wash your hands in here, you have to push up for water. That means right after everyone's done their business, you have to touch here to get the water. You gotta push up. And I think that's very unsanitary. So apparently it's spring break, so it's impossible to find a bed in New Orleans. So I wanted to stay at a hostel where I could meet some people, and anyway, so this is all I could find, and there's 2 beds, and I don't know what to do with the second one, so I'm just going to maybe sleep half the night on one and half on the other. Anyway, so tomorrow is, I'm going over to Tulane. A friend of mine is a political scientist over there, so he is the only person I know who, more than myself, gets into mishaps just by going to, like, walking down the street. Things just happen to him. So this should be interesting, the 2 of us together in New Orleans. And then the day after tomorrow, on Saturday morning, I'm getting on a train again, and that's going to take me to Austin after a layover in San Antonio, which should be interesting. All right, so this is the, yes. Okay, we're recording. Hi!
Hi, we've been drinking India Pale Ale.
We, so apparently, in Louisiana, you are allowed to drink alcohol outside. So we've been sitting in the Autobahn Park.
Autobahn, it's a D.
Well,
it's not in Germany.
We're not in Germany, no. We're in Louisiana. And now we are going to the only kosher restaurant in Louisiana.
Well, no, in New Orleans, the city. There's 2 kosher restaurants.
Do you think there's a kosher restaurant in, like, what, like in like some swamp town? Or?
No, but I'm saying, as far as I know, there's 3 kosher restaurants, but 2 of them are in the suburbs. We're going to the only one in the actual city itself.
Ah.
Which serves the college, and it's horrendously overpriced.
Okay. So we've been sitting around having some beer, talking about economics and stuff, which we find fascinating. All right. That's all for now. So, we just were at class at Loyola, and
Dan D'Amico.
Yeah.
You can YouTube him.
And so we went.
He's funny.
After having a bit to drink, we went into class and learned about capitalism and
about alien movies and how, like, District 9 demonstrates colonialism, and how even though there was colonialism, depending on which country was the one running the colonialism, different colonialized countries.
And then Michael said, hey, this is Ben, he's an entrepreneur. And the guy said, what do you do? And I said, I'm in arbitrage used books. And the guy says, oh, I know those people. They come here and buy the books that I get for sale. I was actually rather offended, to tell the truth, because he had me confused with a lower class of bookseller. I consider myself a bit of a, the stuff I do with books is a bit of a higher level. But anyway, so I'm getting over those hurt feelings now. And
there's a table in the bathroom.
There is a table in the bathroom.
We walk into the bathroom, and there was a table in the middle. But you could, there's a table.
Yes. So the plan is, what's the plan now?
I don't know. We have a few hours till Shabbat.
Okay, we got a few hours till Shabbat, so we're going to go find something to do. Peace out. Okay, this is a special song for Abraham Arcady. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Off I go to spend a year at Yeshiva Machon Meir. Their propaganda I will resist. I won't become a Zionist. I'll say the way that Hashem made me, a Brooklyner and a Haredi. 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 Okay, so we've been outside all day and I'm a little grimy and we're gonna go over for Shabbat dinner now, so we're gonna wash up. The problem is that between the two of us, we only have one towel, and so we've decided what we're gonna do is he's gonna use the towel and I'm gonna use these. So this should be interesting. We'll see how it goes. Go. Here we are, looking respectable. Okay.
Nothing suits me like a suit. It's from How I Met Your Mother.
I never saw that. I know it's with Doogie Howser.
What?
Doogie Howser.
Who's that?
You don't know who Doogie Howser is? Doogie Howser. He's Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, Neil Patrick Harris.
Yes, aka Doogie Howser.
Who's Doogie Howser?
Oh,
Wait, what?
This kid.
It's done.
It's good?
It's just that my screen is quicker to transfer it to my computer. Do you have an email address?
What I was, yeah, I do. You do? Yeah. I'll
Hello. I'm in San Antonio at the train station, and I want to give a shout out to Effie over in The Hague, and thanks for sharing our song with everyone. I'm glad most people liked it. Unfortunately, there was one person who was apparently offended by this, so I'd like to say to this person that we were not laughing at you, we were laughing with you. That is, if you're the type of person who can laugh at himself. So now the situation is, I have to be on a train to Austin at 7 a.m. and it's past midnight, so I want to get some sleep here so I'm not groggy all day in Austin. So I was figuring I'd do it at the bus station, but there's, of course there's the problem of making sure I wake up in time, so I decided to make a sign that says, asks people to wake me up in time for my train. And then I thought I could kill two birds with one stone and make myself seem like I don't have anything of value in my pockets that people will want to take when I'm asleep. So here's the sign. So I just set that out in front of me while I'm sleeping. The problem, though, is the chairs there have sharp dividers between them, and it's basically impossible to sleep on them. They're specifically engineered to keep the homeless and the riffraff out, and I happen to be part of the riffraff, so this is a problem for me. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. So hopefully everything will work out. We're on the train going from San Antonio to, we'll be in Austin pretty soon. Miraculously, I was able to sleep in the train station, so I'm not going to be groggy. So everything's good. Michael Bloomberg, happy birthday. And Chag Sameach,
I saw your comment. Thank you very much. For yes, I am not just a hobo, but an aspiring hobo. Actually, the reason when I changed clothes, part of the purpose of this trip is to clear out my closet. So I'm wearing the clothes which are the most torn up and just falling apart. And after I wear them and they're one time, then I throw them away. So all the shirts you saw me wearing in previous videos, you'll never see me wearing again. And this is actually my last shirt, so I don't know what I'm going to do shirt-wise once I get to Austin. I guess I'll have to find another shirt. Here we are in Austin, Texas. Oh! And I want to give a shout out to my dog, Rusty. Rusty, here's your cousin, Griffey. Okay, we're going to try this again because as soon as I started it last time, Griffey, the dog here, he bumped the button with his nose and stopped recording it. So here we go again. We're in Austin, Texas. Here's my sister Allison. Here's Griffey, the dog. And Reed. Oh, she did a pup, 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 pup. Allison has a non-speaking part in this vlog. Is it just that like the phone makes me look wonk-eyed, or am I really wonk-eyed? So what are you talking?
We're going thrift shopping. $20 in Ben's pocket.
Yes, so I ran out of clothes. These are actually Reed's clothes here. I completely ran out of clean clothes, so we're going to buy some clothing now. And we were just at some Texas burger place, and then after that Reed got in the wrong car and tried to drive it away.
I thought we went to get my phone fixed, and then I thought my keys were broken because it wasn't unlocking the car, but it turns out they just left their driver's side unlocked so Reed could get in, and
yes,
it's very dangerous.
So in other words, Reed tried to hotwire a car, but Allison was having none of it. All right, so I will soon be, ooh, it's so bright out. Okay, so we went to a hipster thrift shop, and this is what I got. Plus, and this is good because it's like Texas. It says Texas on it, but it's not like new touristy looking, so people aren't going to be like, oh, you're trying to show off that you went to Texas. And also, it's very comfortable. You can feel this. Well, you can't, but it's good. Now, this is very important, this one. This you say, oh, what's going to happen? Summer's coming up. It's going to be getting hot. How are you going to wear your hooded sweatshirt? What are you going to do? Oh, you're going to so you have two choices. One, you're hot. Two, you give up the hood. No, not anymore. See? You got a t-shirt, you got like a shirt here, a regular shirt. Feel that. Feel how thin that is with a hood. You've got the hood there. Eh? I know my fashion. It is Monday, late afternoon, and we are walking. Allison's at work, Reed's at school. Griffey and I are walking, and in a little while, Allison and I are going to, what? Come on, don't be bashful. Don't be scared. Let's go. Show them who's boss. Don't let those dogs frighten you. Just give them a good growl. Hi. So Reed, Griffey, and I are at the dog park, and you can see there is the paparazzi following Griffey around. Hi. Well, Griffey got discovered today. Reed and I took him to the dog park, and what was it? A paparazzi found him or something? Or
The Daily Puppy.
The Daily Puppy. There's a YouTube show.
Not the Daily Puppy, though.
the other daily puppy.
Well, there's a. Anyway, I'll let you know when he's going to be on the. He apparently he was the cutest dog at the dog park. So the person who does a show, a YouTube
End of
show,
the world.
and in the second maybe I don't know. One of the top. He's on the top two, and so he's going to be on a YouTube show
world.
dedicated to cute puppies. And they had took videos and pictures of him and everything, and then. But
Next up is toddlers and tiaras. Hey, Griff. Hey, Griff.
he's the canine honey boo
Show
boo.
him. Griff boy. Griff boy.
It's the canine honey boo boo. So Allison and I went to the Seder at University of Texas, and she knew everybody there. And at first we went and we sat down at a table that was empty, thinking other people would sit with us. Nope.
Think again.
Nope. We were all by ourselves, so we had to go sit with other people then, and that table remained empty the whole time. And then we ate a whole lot, and then came back here and fell asleep. Yes. And then this morning, I went to University of Texas, Austin, and bounced around the campus and saw it all, and tried to get into restricted areas in the engineering department with toxic chemicals, and I was thrown out unceremoniously. And then we ate barbecue, Texas style. So we're back in Illinois now, and my travels have come to an end for the time being. I got on the train, a long ride back from Texas up to Chicago, and now it's back to the real world. I'm anxious to get back to everything. My dog is going to be very happy to see me. Russell! Rusty boy!